Hi, I'm your host, Joshua Boyd, and right now I'm at the beautiful Boston Commons in Boston, Massachusetts. See, this year marks the Red Sox 100th year anniversary at Fenway Park. But before you can celebrate the anniversary, you must first understand the history of Red Sox Nation. The Boston Red Sox originated in 1901 as one of the 8 franchises of the American League. In 1908, the Boston Americans changed their name to the Boston Red Sox. In 1912, the owner of the Red Sox, John Taylor, moved the Boston Red Sox to the historical Fenway Park. The Boston Red Sox will win their first ever World Series in 1903, beating the Pittsburgh Pirates, and would repeat again in 1912, the year they moved to Fenway. In the year of 1915, the legend, the great Bambino, Babe Ruth, played for the Boston Red Sox. Being a starting pitcher for them, he assisted them to win the World Series in 1915, 1916, and also 1918. On December 26, 1919, the Boston Red Sox sold Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees. Rumor has it that the Boston Red Sox sold Babe Ruth to finance a Broadway play. This trade would end up being known as the Curse of the Bambino, as Ruth led the Yanks to a future of success and Boston watching in pain. Though the Red Sox would find hope in retrieving a minor leaguer from the San Diego Padres organization in 1939, the Boston legend, Ted Williams. Ted Williams would become one of the greatest hitters in Major League Baseball history. In 1941, Williams' batting average would be a mind-boggling .406, being the last player to ever hit over 400. Despite the presence of Teddy Baseball, the Sox would still struggle. It wasn't until 1961 that some light gleamed for the Boston Red Sox when they debuted Ted Williams' future replacement, Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski would win the American League Triple Crown by hitting .326, 44 home runs, and 121 RBIs in 1967. The Red Sox that year would make it to the World Series, but would end up losing to the Cardinals. It wasn't until 1975 that the Boston Red Sox would return to the World Series. The Game 6 Carlton Frisk home run goes down as one of the best moments in Red Sox history.
There it goes, the long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Despite the great comeback, the Red Sox will end up losing the series to the Cincinnati Reds. Despite the pain, frustration, and setbacks, the Red Sox shortcomings would finally come to an end. In the 2004 historical matchup against the New York Yankees in the American League Championship, which is arguably the best comeback in Major League Baseball series history. Down in the series 3-0 to the Yankees, Boston just one game away from elimination. But despite the tremendous setback, Boston would still strike back. It wasn't until the 12th inning that Ortiz's bat rang true of the famous statement that it ain't over till it's over.
Swing and a drive, deep to right, way back, and this ball is gone. Jump on his back, fellas. The Red Sox win. David Ortiz.
In Game 5, up again with the game on the line, Ortiz would have another chance to be the hero. And just like Game 4, he would deliver.
Swing and he muscles one. Shallow center, base hit, and here comes David to win it. The Red Sox are going to New York.
With the series going back to New York, ace pitcher Curt Schilling would deliver a remarkable performance despite his wounded ankle that bled the true color of Sox Nation. And it's with the same blood and passion that propelled Curt Schilling to throw an unforgettable Game 6. Schilling would end up throwing 7 innings, giving up only 1 run to the Yanks. The Sox would end up winning the game 4-2. Game 7 would approach with the Sox on the verge of doing something that has never been done before in Major League Baseball history. That night, their bats were on fire, with home runs from Ortiz, Damon, and others. The Sox would end up winning on a ground ball to Pokey Reese, stunning the Bronx Bombers.
Reese has it. He throws to first, and the Red Sox have won the American League pennant.
A week later, the Boston Red Sox would beat the St. Louis Cardinals, sweeping them in 4 games, becoming, finally, world champions, ending an 86-year World Series drought.
A 1-0 pitch. Here it is.
Back to full. Red Sox fans have long to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
And the Boston Red Sox fans could not have been happier. The Red Sox would win the World Series again in 2007, beating the Colorado Rockies, making sure that any leftover curse from the Bambino was gone for good. In seasons to come, the World Series manager Terry Francona would step down due to clubhouse issues, which brought on the hiring of Bobby Valentine in 2012. During the 2012 season, the Red Sox would make arguably one of the biggest blockbuster trading deals in Major League Baseball history, trading Josh Beckett, Carl Crawford, AL MVP Adrian Gonzalez, and Nick Punto. At the end of the season, Bobby Valentine would get fired, and the Red Sox would bring on past coach of the Toronto Blue Jays, John Farrell. With space in the Red Sox salary cap due to the blockbuster trade deal, the Red Sox have the kind of bank to go after top free agents like Zach Greinke, Michael Bourne, and power-hitting lefty Josh Hamilton. The Sox, without a doubt, have hit the restart button and plan to rebuild the legacy of the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have gone on an amazing roller coaster, and only God knows what new script the Red Sox will write. Well, I'm your host, Joshua Boyd, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Until we meet again, keep believing.